So we'll start out standing, come to mountain pose, right? We want the feet hip width distance, nice and grounded. We're feeling the big toe mounds connecting to the earth, the outer heel, the inner heel, and the little toe mounds. Now lift your toes, spread them out, and bring them down. And just by focusing on your feet, you can start to feel energy coming up through your legs, right? And you feel your muscles engaging in the legs. Okay, so now we're going to think about, where are the hips? Are they behind, forward? Bring them over the ankles. Now where are the shoulders? Shoulders over hips. Ears over shoulders, and then the palms face forward, and we breathe. So we always start our practice by letting the breath just smooth out. And then you can let it start to deepen a bit. So when you exhale, feel your belly button headed toward your spine. And then as you inhale, feel yourself expanding through center. That's the diaphragmatic breath that we want. Exhale, belly button to spine. Inhale, deep into the diaphragm. And now we'll add some arms to deepen it even more. So the palms are turned out, the feet are grounded, everything's lined up. We exhale, and then we start to float the arms up. Float them up, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Palms touch, and your hands come to heart center. Now we're going to go the other way. Lift your fingertips up toward the sky. Turn your palms out and exhale, arms down. We'll do that sequence one more time. Inhale, arms up. Nice deep breath. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, deep breath, fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, hands down by your side. And just take a moment to take a couple of breaths here and feel the breath moving through your body, nice and full and deep. Okay, and then we're going to loosen up. So let your knees and hips bend. Take your feet a little wider apart. Just let things start to move around, shake around. And we're going to go through our spinal opening sequence. So you can do this standing. You can do it sitting in a chair. Right now we'll do it standing, and we'll do a couple more things from seated. So the feet are still about a little wider than hip width distance. Knees and hips are soft. And we're going to take the arms out, inhale, and then round the spine, touch the fingertips as we round forward into cat. And then open the arms back, shine your heart up to the sky as we open into cow, and we go forward and back. Yeah. Nice big opening for the spine. So this is two ways the spine moves, forward and back. And the next time you're forward, hold here, press your palms together, stand tall as you bring your hands to your heart. Inhale and exhale. So we're going to start opening the spine now side to side. Bring your left hand down by your left leg, right arm up by your ear. Inhale, and just start to tilt gently. So first we have to wake things up, right? So we're not going to go deep here. We're going to go mild, and then right arm down, left arm up, and gently tilt to the right. Now we'll go back to the left. And switching sides. And then just notice as you go side to side, can you feel more lengthening? Is your body opening? Is it still feeling the same way it felt when you started? You just have to work with that, right? You have to work with what your body is doing. You can't say, oh no, I did this 3 times. You should be open by now. Okay, so just work with what your body's giving you. Now we're going to go back over to the left. Stay here. Now just release a little bit and come back to the left. Yeah, release and come back to the left. Release, come back to the left, and then float your left arm up. Bring the arms up, and we'll do the same thing to the right. Over, release. Over, release. Over, release. Over and hold. Float your right arm up. Bring the arms up. Inhale, and we're just going to let things go. Arms back. Soft knees and hips. Just releasing. And then come back to standing. Okay, so that was 4 different ways that the spine moves, right? Forward and back, tilt right, tilt left. Now we're going to twist. So take your feet as wide as your mat. Okay. Let your knees and hips be soft still, and take your left hand and reach toward the right, and then take your right hand and reach toward the left. And you'll notice your feet are going to want to move, and you can let them do that. So we're twisting side to side. This is a motion that we do a lot in life, right? We're reaching for something, so reach and reach. Now we might start reaching down a little toward the floor. Okay, maybe we're reaching down, twisting a little bit, not too far here, and then coming back up. And sometimes we want to find something that's in the kitchen cabinet, and we reach up, twisting, right? So very functional here, keeping the spine twisting. And then just come back to center. Whew. And bring it back. And then heel toe your feet together. Inhale and exhale. So now the body's warmed up. We're going to do some of that hip opening, okay? And this is something you can do every day. And you stand on something, either it's your book or a block, right? We just want a couple of inches of elevation. What side is your chair on? Your right side?
Yes.
Okay, so stand to the right side of your chair with your hand gently touching, okay? The chair is here for balance because we don't want to have to think about our balance. Put your right foot on the book or block and start to straighten your right leg. Of course, your left foot will lift. And now we're going to swing the left leg gently. So we're opening up the hip. So your hand might be on a countertop. If you were in the kitchen, you might hold the wall. If you have a chair handy, you just use a chair.
Pretty neat.
Right?
Yeah.
Forward and back. And now pause. And now we're going to make half an X. So you're going to take your left leg forward and across to the right, and then back and out to the left. Does that make sense? Half an X. Forward and back. You can see how many ways we're moving the hip here, forward and back. And you can see why we want to have something to hold on to for balance now, right? Forward and back, and forward and back. And we'll do that one more time. And just let that leg dangle for a moment. Let your left leg dangle, okay? Now we're going to take the hip in a circle. So this time we will bend the left knee. Take the knee across and then out to the side and the leg back. So you see what we're doing here? We're going forward and back. This one's a little more complicated and very challenging for the balance. Your right leg might be getting a little tired here, right? We're almost done. 2 more times with this. Whew, and then bring it down and come off your block. Whew. Take a breath. You can feel a difference in the legs, right? and your right leg is saying, hey, that was a lot of work for me. Well, now we're going to put the left leg in to work. Move the book to the left. This is your left side. And put your left foot on, okay? So now we stand up again, okay? And same thing with the right leg, forward and back. Yep, and we want this swing, I'm going to show you from the side, we want the swing to be controlled so that when you're swinging, you're not doing this, right? We want to stand straight up and just let that leg, even if the leg doesn't move as much, we still want to stay straight up and let the hip do all the work. Now pause, okay, and we're going to make that half of an X here. So right leg comes across and back to the right, cross and back to the right. And we're keeping the body pretty lifted here. It might move a little more with this X, but again, we don't want to be doing this. We don't want to be doing this, okay? We want to stand as upright as possible. And 2 more like this. And then pause, let the leg dangle for a moment. Bend your right knee, take the right knee across and leg back. Across, leg back. So this is really getting into that hip, cleaning out, you know, things build up in your joints like plaque does between your teeth. This is cleaning that out. Yeah, today as you're walking, you'll probably notice like you're gliding, like you're, and let's do one more. Ooh, and shake it out.
Yeah, that's neat, Lucy.
That was good for the hips, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's just turn the chair this way. Put your hands on the back of the chair. And we're going to do a nice spinal extension. Walk yourself all the way back and just feel your spine lengthen here. And take a few breaths. Good, and then walk it in. All right, speaking of gliding when you walk, we're going to do some work for the ankles here. So put your hands on the back of the chair and take a pretty big step back with your right foot, okay? And then bend your left knee a little bit, draw your right heel to the ground, and lift onto the toes. Heel down and lift. We're working the ankle, and we're also liberating the toes, right? Down and up. Now we're going to take it down and hold and draw that foot in a little bit. Okay, so we were just working with the foot way back. Now we're going to draw it a little closer, so it's maybe 18 inches away. And we're going to bend that back knee, and you'll feel the stretch higher in your leg. Can you feel that more in your calf? Before we were working the Achilles. Okay, let's straighten up and bend into it again. Straighten up and bend into it again. And then take your right foot forward, and we're going to do the same thing with the left. So we'll take the left foot pretty far back as you can get it right now. And as you raise and lower your heel, you'll notice your Achilles tendon being stretched out a bit, right? And also you lift up onto your toes, liberating the toes, right? And now we're going to take the left foot closer, so there's only maybe 12 inches between the right heel and the left toes. And bend your left knee and straighten. And now you're stretching the calf a little more. And all these muscles, we started at the top of the leg and went to the very bottom. That's going to help you move smoothly when you walk. And one more time. And step together. All right, shake it out, shake your arms out. Okay, now we're going to turn the chair this way. Put your hands on the chair and step back long. See how that feels. And from here, you're going to let your right hand come off the chair and bring it around to your left leg and look under your left arm. So we're doing a little twist here from a forward fold. And bring the right hand up and do the same thing with the left hand. It goes outside the right leg and you look under your right arm. Did that work okay? Is that working okay?
Yeah.
All right. Bring your left hand back to the chair here. Now step a little closer to the chair. So you still want to be about a foot away, okay? Your feet are hip-width distance apart. Bend your knees, bend your hips, and bring your forearms to your thighs. So you look like you're about ready to receive a football, right? It's like a football squat. Bring your palms together. Press through the feet. You're going to feel your legs hard at work here. Press, lift up, inhale, woo, and exhale, let it go. Did you feel your legs working hard there?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay, that's what we want. Now, last week we were also discussing the sit to stand, right? Very important movement. So you're going to, I'll do it sideways. You're going to have your feet maybe 6 to 8 inches away from the chair. Okay? And then slowly sit back. I always like to have my arms forward here. Helps me balance a little bit. Slowly, slowly descend. Connect with your chair. Okay, so you want to be, you might have to adjust a little here. You want your hips to be toward the outside of the chair. You don't want to be all the way back. Okay? Your feet are right under you. And then you're going to cross your arms over your chest. Lean forward slightly and stand up. Woo, there are those legs. Now sit down. And up. And down. And up. And down. Let's go up. And down. And up. And down. And 2 more times. Up. And down. Stand up. And down. And release. Shake out the legs. All right, so that is the sit to stand. And I'll leave it to your imagination as to all the reasons why we need to be able to stand up from a seated position, right? Okay, so, yeah. So, all right, let's shake it out. I had to get my uncle one of those elevated seats for his toilet and the arms, you know, because so we want to avoid that. So we're going to do our sit to stands faithfully.
He's doing okay, Lucy.
Yeah, he is. All right, so let's get back to our practice, but now we know some of the reasons why we do what we do, right?
Yes.
All right, so let's take a few breaths here. Whew. We're going to release the neck and head for a moment. So sit up nice and tall, and then just drop your chin to your chest. Roll your right ear towards your right shoulder. Your hands are just on your thighs. Roll your chin to your chest, and roll your left ear towards your left shoulder. And go back to the right and left. I hear some crinkling in my neck, do you?
Yeah.
To the right and left. We're going to go back over to the right and hold, and now just let your left hand point toward the floor. So you're getting a little more exaggerated stretch on the left side of the neck. Take your right hand and just rub that part of your neck. And then come back to center and take your left ear towards your left shoulder. Let your right fingertips point to the floor. You'll feel it a little more strongly. And massage your neck a little with your left hand. You might feel all kinds of sensations that you weren't expecting, right? Okay, bring it forward and up, and let's shake everything out. Now, see what we're doing with our legs here? This is also great for keeping the hips open, right?
Yeah.
We're taking the hips in that direction. Okay, we're going to do a little more with that. So plant your feet hip width distance apart. You're at the edge of your chair. Sit up nice and tall. And let's do some core first, okay? So we're going to raise the right knee. Core is engaged, otherwise we'd be falling forward. And extend the leg. Bend the knee and tap the foot down. Up, out, bend, tap down. Up, out, bend, tap down. Do you feel anything in your core?
Oh yeah.
Good. Up, out, bend, tap down. We're going to do that 2 more times on the right. Whew. Shake out those legs and let's sit up nice and tall and move to the left. It's up, out, bend, tap down. Up, out, bend, tap down. Up, out, bend, tap down. Keep going. We're going to do 2 more. Last one. And wiggle out those hips. Inhale and
That challenges
exhale.
you a little.
Huh?
It challenges you a little.
It does challenge you. This is going to challenge you as well. Cross your left hand to your right shoulder, right hand to your left. Sit up nice and tall and start to fold forward, catching yourself, right? Using your core to catch yourself. And then come up. Take the arms out. This time it's right hand to left shoulder first. And catch yourself. Okay, so now we're going to work the core even more. Extend your arms. We're going left hand first, right hand second. Fold forward, extend the arms. Right hand first, left hand second, come up. Fold forward, extend the arms, left hand, right hand, and come up. So you know what's about to happen. As you fold forward, extend your arms. Your core has to work to keep you up. Okay, bring your arms back. And you can think about having alternating arms in front, but if that just, that isn't our main focus here. What we're focusing on is the core, keeping the spine straight, working with the arms long to really work the core. All right, let's do 1 more. And shake it out. All right, we're going to, I'll do this sideways so you can see a little better. We're going to sit at the very edge of the chair here and do the same thing, but taking it back. All right, so let's just start with the left hand to the right shoulder, right hand to the left, long spine, and just start leaning back. Feel your core, feel your core, feel your core. And up. You feel that one, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's take the arms out and we'll go right hand, left hand, take it back. And up. All right, we're going to switch the arms. Now we're going back open, woo, and cross and up. And again, don't worry too much about the arms, just, every once in a while, see if you're crossing one arm consistently, or if you're switching at least every once in a while. We're taking it back, arms open, in and up. You're feeling this one? Take it back, arms open, in and up. Okay, we're going to do a couple of fun things with this, because this is really challenging. Okay, we've got the arms crossed, open as you go back, in as you come up, open as you go back, in as you come up. Keep your spine long, go back as far as you can without touching the back of the chair. Okay, we're going to do a big finish here, so get ready. Come back with the open arms, stay here now, cross and open, right from here, cross and open, cross and open, one more, cross and open, cross and up, shake it out. All right. So your core is probably saying, here I am, thank you very much, right?
Yes.
Yes. All right, so let's loosen up those hips a little, and then we're going to do some oblique work for the core. So let's sit up nice and tall, okay? And we'll do some rainbow tapping. So starting with the right leg, we take it up, make a U shape, like an upside down U shape. Take the toes out and back. So that's why it's called rainbow, because we're not just going like this, right? We're going up and over, rainbow, up and over. And what are we doing on the left here? We're trying to keep that left leg facing straight ahead. We don't want the body to do this, right? So to focus on the hip, we keep that left leg just how it is. Two and one. Woo, bring it in. All right, sit up nice and tall. We're going to do the other side. This time the right foot is staying grounded. The leg is staying straight ahead, up and over, up and over. Yeah, making a rainbow. And then bring it in. Woo. All right, so the hips are a little looser now again. We're going to work on the obliques, all right? So we did the core forward and back. Now we're going to do core side to side. So let's start with the elbows out from the shoulders, okay? And anytime we take the arms long or bend the elbows, we're increasing the load. So put your arms down for a second and go side to side. You see what that feels like, right? Now take your arms to goalpost arms and tilt. The work's a little harder here, right? So we're going to tilt. And we're trying to keep the hips nice and steady on the chair, just moving from the waist here, side to side. Now we're going to add on. Take it to the right, extend the arms, come back to goalpost arms and up. Take it to the left, extend, goalpost and up. To the right, extend, goalpost and up. To the left, extend, goalpost and up. And let's do a nice big finish here. To the right and extend, bring it in. Extend, bring it in. This is 3 and in and 4 and in and up. Take it to the left, extend, in, out, in, out, in. Last time, out, in and up. Let's find our forward fold here. Extend your legs, bring your hands to your legs, and gently start to walk forward. Where's your forward fold today? Maybe your hands are higher, maybe they're lower. And walk your hands up your legs. All right, so the legs are extended here, and you can continue walking the hands down, or you can sweep the arms up, inhale, and carefully fold forward. Okay, you can walk your hands up your legs, or inhale, sweep them out to the side. Okay, let's exhale back into a forward fold. Whichever way. Feel the spine lengthen here. And inhale up. Bring the hands down, bring the feet back under you, and shake the legs out. Okay? All right, another thing we were going to do for the hips is the seated pigeon. So the hips are nice and juicy now, the body's nice and warm. You always want to be warmed up before you attempt this. Put your hands under your right thigh, bring your right leg up, take your right ankle across your left thigh and flex your right foot. Your hands, you could have one hand near your ankle, one hand near your knee, or they could be a little closer. Your spine is long, make sure your right foot stays flexed, and start to lean forward. So we're going to breathe here. Long spine, we're in seated pigeon. We're nice and warmed up for this. Okay, let's bring it up. Okay, now we're going to cross the legs at the thighs. If that didn't work, you could cross at the shins. Okay, so take your left hand outside of your right leg here. Take your right arm up and back. And since we're in the chair, we can put the hand behind the chair. I'll do this from the side so you can see it better. Yeah, see, and then we straighten the spine. And the chair, we can use the chair for a little leverage to twist. Yeah. Take your gaze towards your right shoulder. And then staying right in your twist, take your gaze towards your left shoulder. Take your gaze back to the right. And come up, release, unwind, and shake it out. So we twisted for the spine, and we also did a nice release for the outer hips here when we did that twisting, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and put the hands under the left leg now. Take the left ankle across the left thigh. Bring your hands to your left shin somewhere. Sit up nice and tall and lean forward. Keep your left foot flexed. Feel that hip.
Yeah, this one's challenging.
Yeah? Is this side more challenging than the other
They're
side?
both challenging.
That's why you always want to be warmed up before you do
I can
this.
see this.
All right, let's sit up and cross. So remember, you could be crossing at the thighs, or you could be crossing at the shins. Your right hand is outside of your left leg. Left arm comes up and back. Take the back of your chair, extend your spine, and use the chair to help you twist a little deeper. Don't tug yourself someplace where you shouldn't go, but just let the chair help you twist a little deeper. Take your gaze towards your left shoulder. Now take your gaze to the right. Take it back to the left. And come center and release and shake those legs out. Inhale and exhale. All right, how are you feeling?
Pretty okay, thank you.
Good. Let's do some balance, okay? We're going to stand up, but when we stand up, we're not just going to stand up. We're going to stand up. There you go. Use those legs, right? Have your chair to the right, okay? And we're going to do the sun and moon balance, which we've worked on, okay? So your feet are hip-width distance apart. Your right hand is gently on the chair. Your left hand can come to your wrist or it could just stay down. Take your left heel up. So your outside leg we're working on. Fix your gaze. Stay strong on your right foot. Okay? And then without leaning into the chair, just keep your hand light. See if you can start to raise your left knee. And bring the foot down. We're going to stay on the left now. We're going to take the left leg back to where it was. Knee up any amount, or toes might even still be touching down. And let's see if we can start to let that right hand just float away from the chair, whether it taps down again or stays up. Keep your gaze steady and release. Okay, we're going to now left knee, left arm. So start to raise your left leg how you did before and take your left arm up by your ear and then see if that right arm will float away from the chair. Chair's always there if we need it. And release. All right, shake it out. Let's do that one more time. How's balance today?
Yeah.
Feeling good? All right, so the final challenge, now you can do this and then float your arm, but if you want a final challenge, as you bring your left arm and left knee up, see if you can raise your right arm at the same time. Woo. And release, yep. So we fall in and out of balance sometimes, right?
We'll get there, Lucy.
Yep. All right. So now we have the left hand, and we'll be working the right side. So your right arm could be down or just hand on your hip. Take your right heel up. Make sure you're standing tall on the left and release. Now we'll take the right heel back up and start to maybe think about raising the foot. And maybe that left hand floats off the chair. And we release. All right, let's take it back. Where's your right leg going? How high is the knee coming? Add your right arm. And maybe float the left hand. And release. Often in balance, one side is more challenging than the other, right? Okay, let's do that one more time. Right knee, right arm. Float the left hand. Release. And now the final challenge can be right knee, right arm, left arm, or you can go right knee, right arm, and then decide about the left. So ready? Right knee, right arm, left arm. And release, shake it out. Woo! All right. So let's do another kind of down dog on the chair. Taking it back. Take your feet mat width distance apart and just hands forward. Long spine here. Inhale and exhale. All right, now start to heel toe your feet closer together. Bend the knees. Bring your hands, your forearms to your thighs. Bring your palms together. Press through the feet. Inhale and exhale. And shake it out. All right, we're going to come back to seated. Remember, we're sitting, we're not plopping. So with your feet hip width distance apart, you know approximately how far you want to be from your chair. Slowly start to release yourself into the chair. All right, and take a few breaths. Inhale and exhale. Does it feel like we missed anything? Does your whole body feel like it got some?
Yeah. Thank you, Lucy. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start preparing for our final relaxation. We're going to take 2 very deep breaths from here. first of all, with a long spine, arms out. Inhale the palms up. Breathe, 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 and exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, fingertips up. Breathe, 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 and arms down. Okay, now from here we're going to scan the body from head to toe. See if anything feels like it wants to move around, wiggle around, any last movements the body is asking to make. Definitely wiggle your fingers. And then sit back comfortably in your chair. Bring your hands to a comfortable position. So they could be resting on your thighs, palms up, or resting on your thighs, palms down. Here's where we're starting to let go. So again, scan, release. Take a nice inhale through the nose. And as you slowly exhale, just allow your body to just be. The work is done. We're moving into our most important pose of our entire practice, final relaxation, where the body can absorb the benefits of all the work you just did. And once you're there, just let go. The breath will just move in and out naturally like it does all day. You can defocus your eyes or close them if you're comfortable doing that. And just be for a little bit. So slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Allow your breath to deepen. Invite movement back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And gently start to blink your eyes open, refocus, hands down by your side. And on your next inhale, reach up. Touch your palms together. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart. And as you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time.